We go to economics outlook topic of the week. Indonesia's retail industry has been growing rapidly and has become among the largest in Asia. However, the dwindling of the country's middle class could slow the growth as demand for products and services could fall.
The modern retail outlets such as supermarkets and department stores have operated normally after being shut down during the peak of the pandemic in 2020, although the number of visitors is still far fewer than before the pandemic. However, the recent slowdown in household consumption, which traditionally forms the backbone of Indonesia's gross domestic product or GDP, accounting for more than 50% of its economic activity, raises significant concerns to the retail sector. The Association of the Indonesian Retailers, or APRINDO, estimates that the decline in the people's purchasing power could hurt the retail sales. The associations predicted the annual growth dropped to about 4% in the first semester of this year from between 4.8% and 4.9% in the same period of last year. The purchasing power of the people, especially the middle class, has decreased significantly since the pandemic. The income of the middle class has not fully recovered since then, because many of them have turned to non-formal workplaces after losing their jobs during the pandemic. The latest data issued by the Statistics of Indonesia (BPS), as many as 9.48 million people have lost their middle class status and moved down to lower income segments due to the declining earnings caused by the scarring effect of the COVID-19 pandemic. BPS data indicates that the number of people classified as the middle class dropped to 47.85 million people, or about 17.13% of the total population this year, from 57.33 million people, or equivalent to 21.45% in 2019. The BPS defines the middle class as those having a per capita expenditure of between 2 million and 9.9 million rupiah per month. The decline in the middle class could contribute to economic slump as demand for goods and services will decline. The retail industry could be the hardest hit as the dwindling of the middle class will result in the decline in the demand. The massive layoffs have further reduced the number of people categorized as middle class. According to the Ministry of Manpower, more than 46,000 people have lost their jobs since January this year amid closure of many textile and garment factories. Labor observers estimate this year's job cuts could exceed 64,000 recorded last year. The retail industry will be the hardest hit as the dwindling of the middle class will result in the decline in the demand. At present, the retail industry in Indonesia remains one of the most promising markets among Asian countries on the back of its large population. The Indonesia retail market size, which was estimated to be worth about $46.34 billion in 2022, is projected to reach $71.89 billion by 2031, with annual growth of 5%.
Now, the slowdown in household consumption, partly due to the dwindling of the middle class, has raised significant concerns to the retail industry, which has been struggling due to the scarring effect of COVID-19. Joining us live on studio today is Bapak Roy Mandey, the chairman of Indonesian Retailers Association, or in short, APRINDO. Hello, Pak Roy. Yes. Happy to have you back in the studio again.
Yes, thank you very much.
And we are still talking about the retail industry. Yes. Pak Roy, most of the industrial sectors post-COVID-19, they've already recovered post-COVID-19, but some of it are still suffering from the business slump. Yes. How about the retail industry so far?
Yeah, as we know that the situation right now is very challenging. Yes, not only the domestic but the globally. So the impact of the crisis and globally, we know that the inflation is still going on at any countries, at any region in the world, and impacted to Indonesia too. So when we are talking about the retails, it depends on the situation of the consumption. When the consumption is getting low, which cause from the fluctuation of the price, the commodity, it's mean that the primary needs. So the retail will impact to about that things. So as our side right now, we would like to say to the government in every time and every moment, please take attention for the middle class especially, because as we know that the consumers of the retails is a middle class. When we are talking to the going to the marginal social economic status, the low social economic status, they are going to the wet market. They are going to the pasar rakyat because they can buy one by one, not the package, but it's a 1 liter for the cooking oil. The rice is 1 liter. It's okay at the pasar rakyat or the wet market. But in the retailers, we sell the packets with the 5 kilos of the rice, 1 kilos of the sega, and so on. So actually, the middle class is very important in our retailers. So as any situation, because as we know that right now, the middle level is decreasing.
Exactly.
Why the middle level is decreasing in Indonesia? The total amount of the middle level right now is 115 million people from the 280 million population.
Wow.
So why the middle level? The question is why the middle level is decreasing and will impact to the retails? Because too many determination of the employee. As we know that from the early 2024 till this month, around almost the 30,000 determination of the employee. So when the employee determination, so it's mean that they don't have the spending money. They cannot spend money. They restrain about the mode to consume, and that is a middle level. Middle level, it's mean that the people can receive the salary around the 1.2 till the 6 million. That is the corridor of the middle level. So what happened when the determination of the employee, so the level of the employee that usually buy at the retailers right now is decreasing too. So that is the challenging of our retailers right now.
Pak Roy, can you please elaborate more on what do you mean by the determination of the employee?
Yes.
And how does this impact to the spending behaviors of the middle class people?
Yes. When we saw the situation right now, that is a fact. When we go to the supermarket, we can see how many percent buy many products. Right now, when we can see the situation, some of the people and most of the people just only one cooking oil, 1 kilo sugar, and some of the fruits maybe, some of the vegetable, and that's enough. They will go to the cashier and go back to the home. So the situation right now just wants to go into the retail for basic primary needs, not again like we call it the most popular people said that when we are going to the supermarket, there are many discount. There are many various discount can see and can buy, and usually the people said that things. But right now, just only they wants to buy the primary basic needs only. So we saw and we observe about that thing. So the people right now, because the situation is very challenging and many determination of the employee and the situation of the geopolitics outside of Indonesia and the political in Indonesia,
we
are going to the new government, right?
People to shop.
Yeah, we are going to the new government at the 20 October, right? So people restrain. Yeah, when they have the money, they restrain. But when they don't have the money, they only buy the primary basic needs only.
Okay, but this is a major issue that is affecting our economy, Pak Roy.
Yes.
Hence, who do you think is responsible for this situation, and perhaps how do we solve this issue? Do you think that the government should give more incentives to encourage people to shop, or do you think that the employer or the company owners could, encourage people to have their shopping spirit back up?
Yes. Several days ago, I met with some ministry in Indonesia, ministry coordinator of the economics and statistic bureau, and I usually say about the fact situation. So I from APRINDO side, give some suggestion to the government. I already gave. The first one is how to government see the mid-level. Usually the government see the below of the mid-level, the marginal. The marginal people in Indonesia around the 29 million only, 20 million population, 29 million population. But the middle level is around the 150 million population from the 280 million population. So we say that please take attention for the mid-level, because the mid-level is a very potential customer, and they need the confirmation about the work job, talking about how the economic will go and how the new government will go with the many programs. So please take attention for the subsidized allocation. Usually the subsidized allocation going to the marginal society, marginal people. But how the mid-level status? So how to allocation the subsidized about the primary basic needs, about the electricity cost, because as you know that electricity is a need of the every mid-level when they want to stay at home. So the best discretion, appropriate of the discretion, it's a must. That is a must. And the second, please encourage the entrepreneur to the mid-level. Please open any kind of the entrepreneur things to give the mid-level. So they have a choice, another choice, not only going to the formal job, but going to the entrepreneur.
I see.
That is the first, because when the people don't have any opportunity to take the entrepreneur from the government, so they cannot find a way. So another point said that synchronize about any former opportunity. Like as we know that the mining business will open at any province, especially at the East Indonesia. So take of the middle class going to the mining business, maybe. That is, maybe it's a different before they work they never do work at the mining business, but this is, government have to open to them. Give the opportunity.
Yeah, we need the government to give more incentives and involve them
to the mining business, because mining is ready, is going to open right now. Monitoring and evaluate with holistic about the situation, not only the marginal, but going to the middle. And the last is how to prioritize about take attention to the mid-level.
Pak Roy, just for the last question here, I would like to also think about how the online shopping is really hugely affecting our shopping behaviors now. How do we solve this issue? I mean, it's good that people are shopping online, but the effect to this, I mean, you go to the shopping malls, you see the supermarket, it's so empty these days. And as you said just now, people only buy necessary stuff now.
Yes. Actually, online and offline, there's right now is not dichotomy again. Because why? Every offline have the online, have the e-commerce, by the apps, by the internet, and so on. People can use the handphone to take the offline store through the handphone. Online, right now, is going to open the offline store too. At any malls, we can see the several online open the store at the physical store. So, but the business war is not only the online and offline, but legal and illegal product. that is a very declining of our offline, our retail business when the government cannot decrease, cannot put the prioritize to attack the illegal products, such as the shirts, such as the shoes, such as the anything right now. The business war is not at online and offline, but it's illegal and illegal.
That's a huge issue that needs intervention
from
the
our
government.
side, we pay the tax. From the illegal, does not pay the tax. That is a very difference. The price is a very difference. So, and the content of the legal is a best one, but the illegal, we don't know what the content of the product, what the specifications of the product. So, the business war right now in the retail is talking about the legal and illegal products.
And I mean, as consumers, usually we just want to get the cheapest price, and we don't really think about whether
they
it's
don't really
legal
think
or
and
illegal.
they don't really know about the illegal, but that is the important things from the government side. Give the literation, give the publication about the illegal, and make the illegal
And of course, we need the government to put more harsh
Yes,
sanctions.
we need the government hand to disable of the illegal business, because right now the illegal business is still going on.
Exactly, that's another issue that we need to touch on next time. But Bapak Roy Mandey, thank you so much for coming here to Economic Outlook. Thank you for giving us your insights, and we'll see you again next time on our next chat. Thank you,
very
Pak Roy.
much. Yeah.